All right, still at Boynton Canyon Trailhead. That is Ruin Butte. And the vortex that I was on top of, check out that previous video, which should be right before this one, but I sometimes go out of order. We are now doing, I was gonna say this, but I'm actually doubting. I think you just can't see the top, it's higher and beyond. We're gonna have to bend right, take a trail for a mile or so that way, and then eventually wrap around and get on top of this. So I think this is wrong. I think it's something higher that's out of sight. So we're doing Deadman's Dome. So we're kind of at the high point, what might be Deadman's Pass, but you can see there's no real way up here. So you got to bend around, not that far formation, but this little finger coming off, you got to bend around it to get up. And I think eventually you walk right on top of this amphitheater, I believe, like where the red meets the white. All right, so according to the GPS track I have, we are at the branch off, and there is like a little social trail here, so pay attention to this if you don't have a GPS. The question now is, how do I get up? And honestly, I have no idea. I think I'm aiming for the right side of these high red rocks. All right, fast forward 10 minutes later, and we've taken use paths up, getting much closer. I think we're gonna want to bend that way, although this looks tempting to go up this steep gully crack here. Probably get a little messy. Okay, so kind of decision time. Based on the map I have, I could either stay low and then go up, or I could just get up on this rock, and I think we want to be on that face of that red rock right there, and we're going up somewhere there. Let's just step up through this. Snake. Wear pants again, so I'm safe. Okay. Let's mount this steep segment. All right, so now I think we're just heading, I'll check the map, but I'm pretty sure we're heading that way. All right, so note to self, I got too high, and now I'm not gonna be able to walk along this. So now I think it's easier just stay low on that shelf, and then it looks like from here, it looks like an easy walk up. So it's super nice down here in the shade. It looks like there could be a seep or something. It's very damp down here. I don't see any water, but I think we're about to start hammering up this rock. I think it's gonna be our objective. Could go through the holly, but as we know, I don't like holly. So let's go over here and get some agave instead. So this is gonna be pretty steep class 2. Nothing we're not used to. Now the question is, do we go up the crack or here? Does it really matter? Probably not. I don't even know what I think is easier. There are some steps here, like this one in particular. Pretty steep though. And the fact that it's got all this growth on it makes it more slippery. So I think we're just going kind of right up this crack. Sorry, when I'm hammering, I obviously have my head down. So yeah, just going up here. I'm gonna continue. Once we get views higher, I'll let you know. And all right, we are popping out on the ridge, I think. I did a couple steep, probably unnecessary moves. Oh yeah, So I think that's your summit, but maybe not. But now you want to be on the left side, not the right side. And I think we just want to contour around this amphitheater. There are the two summits of Ruin Butte. Check out the previous video. That was a fun little climb. So yeah, I think we just want to sort of contour around and then go. I think we go up the nose. Look at this amphitheater. Oh baby. Pretty epic, especially if you walk right near the edge here. So maybe we go up a little bit so we don't hit brushes that push us off, but this is pretty cool, don't you think? All right, so there's actually been a use path, and like I said, we got to get over to that nose, so I think I want to be lower here, but I've gotten myself into a precarious situation here. All right. Yes, I think I'm just gonna walk over kind of on this bench and hope for the best. Yeah. Gotta be careful. There's quite a lot of prickly plants around here. Okay, now we're on the bench. So I think we just want to stay, and then I guess we'll increase. I'm gonna check the map, but it doesn't look like we go up anywhere here. I mean, that could be an option. So let me check the map. Awesome though. All right, so we've wrapped around this whole bench, been fairly straightforward, and now we've hit kind of the nose, and I think we just go straight up from here. I think it's just going to be steep class 2. So just working our way straight up. It's very steep, and a lot of this rock is loose and sandy, so it's a burn. Burn for sure, but just like anything else, just pace yourself, take breaks if you need it, and keep hammering up. All right, so we've hit one last cliff band high, and I just intuitively bent left, but of course they put a cactus right where I want to step, and a tree. Should be able to get up this. Is this the right way? I don't know. Let me just make sure I got hands here. Yeah, not super trivial to step up here. So maybe I should have bent more to the left. That's probably true. But I think we can make this work. Yeah, this probably isn't the way to go, boys and girls. This is just so slick. Unless you have really good shoes, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Yeah, it looks like I should have just gone right on the left there. So I'll do that on the way down. I think we're safe now. And off the exposed part. Yeah, so there's a nice little, I think a nice little crack right here. You can go up. So this might be it. It's probably further beyond. 3-foot step up. This is a steep climb. Okay, so we're clearly not there yet, as I suspected, but still got more to go. All right, well, we've just popped up the last cliff band here. The little, as Stav would say, class 2+ move. Now we have a sandy slog. I think we're getting close. 10 more feet of vert. Whew. Deadman's Dome. yeah. Da, da, da. That was like 1 hour exactly, so honestly just slightly longer than oh wow, Rowan Butte's much lower there. I can barely see it down there, so we're a decent amount higher into the Coconino Formation, the white sandstone. Pretty awesome. So you're seeing Boynton Canyon, I believe, and then I think that's Long Canyon over there. All right, I'm on the descent. I wanted to show you what I think is probably the easier way up when I was sort of on that exposed sort of section. I think it's this crack. Yeah, it definitely is. This is all gonna break when I step on it, so you probably want to be down in it, but of course I'm not. And there's a foothold down here. If I can get to it without breaking all this. Yeah, so it's a little loose, but then, so when you're coming up, when you hit this face, I climbed up right at that tree. You can bend to the left and go up this crack. Not that that's hard, it's just that's going to be slightly exposed for some people, and the rock's kind of slick and you know, it can be loose. So I do want to caution, whenever you're going down steep terrain like this, you don't necessarily have your view down because it's too steep, so you can't see that red rock. So like a lot of times you start bombing off the wrong direction off a dome like this. So you got to be careful. I'm sure we've all experienced it when you're off trail and you climb up something and then you start veering the wrong way on the way down. I've kind of done that a little bit, but I, you know, end up catching myself, or, you know, then I see, oh crap, I'm about to fall off a cliff. So I was too far right there, for example. So now I'm had to correct, and I probably even want to be further left, but this should work. I think this should work fine. This is hard. To me, this stuff is harder going down than it is going up. It honestly I'm probably quicker going up steep terrain than I'm going down steep terrain, but maybe it's a wash. All right, we're back down the big rib, and now we got a contour route. I've been unscathed so far, although literally like hundreds of steps. You're like here. Whoop. Ah. Oh, that's the little cairn I made. So, not that I don't know where I'm going, but yeah. All right, check in when I'm dropping off over there. But this is the cool canyon here. I don't even know how you would get down some of these. There don't appear to be anchors. All right, so my contour back around is done. And right when you get to this white nose here, I started to just walk. You want to pop down right away. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We actually popped up slightly over there where I think I said in the video I made somewhat of a sketch move. Didn't show in the video. But honestly, you're heading down this crack however you see fit. So you can kind of get out of the crack if you want and go more a different way, but I don't think getting down is gonna be pretty easy because I can just kind of brace myself and go down. By the way, shout out to, I'm sorry, I think it was Eric and Carly. I'm sorry if I have that wrong, if you ever watch this. Couple from Montana who parked right next to me and we were chatting. They're on a little adventure. They were just doing the subway cape, but I recommended they pop up over the ridge and then down into Long Canyon. So I don't know if they will or not. I should have just invited them to come with me, to be honest, because I think they would have enjoyed it. They seemed capable and said they like to do off-trail scrambles and some climbing and stuff. So, see, so now it's like, do I stay in that crack or do I go more to this one? I mean, it is fairly steep in some of these parts, and this growth on the rock is what I don't like and makes it slick. So, I don't know the answer to which way we should go. I'm going down this way. I climbed up more to the side. This is all brushy, so that seems kind of annoying. But this little rib is slightly steep. So, I think I'm gonna get down in this crack. It looks like there's a footprint here. Is that mine? I have no idea. Is this gonna break? Probably. But the reason I'm doing this is because I'm contained in here. I think I came up this. Even though it's slick. Yeah, this actually isn't too bad. It looks a little steeper from above. So yeah, you just wedge yourself in. There's not great holds and it's slick, but you're not going anywhere with friction. There's no way you're falling out. It's almost down, then we wrap around and then we have down a steep use trail back down to the main trail. So by the way, I saw these on the way up. If anyone watches this video who did Deadman's and these are your glasses, I've picked them up. So this was super steep. I went up there on the way up, but I don't know why I decided to slide down this dirt slope on the way down. But I did see those glasses on the way up. Makes sense if there's a bunch of trees there you get caught in as you slide down. So I have them. These are your glasses. Leave a comment and we'll figure out a way to get them back to you. So I got hit by a prickly pear and they went through my pants into my skin. So I'm gonna pick them out one by one. I'm gonna get the tweezers out of my bag because this is kind of challenging at this point. So by the way, there's Mescal Mountain, which I haven't done. The birthing cave is on the other side of that ridge somewhere, but all right, and I think we are back to the main Deadman's Pass trail. So it's been about 2 hours. You know, I probably spent 10 minutes, 7, 8 minutes on the summit. So it is gonna be like an hour down if you detract the summit time. But this will be an easy mile or so jog back in. And that'll do it. Deadman's Dome. About 2 hours, 10 minutes all in, including summit time, maybe 2:12. So see you on the next one here.